back on what you said about the people being arrested for misdemeanor marijuana charges. You know, last year, I think it was around September, what you'll probably remember is that APD running this new, well, it makes you, it was county. Then a new program was the overcrowding of the jail. Everybody knows that the sheriff's department, the jail out there, always have overcrowding problems. They only have about 500 people out there, including females. The new program was supposed to be they were going to start releasing more people on the PR bond, which is personal college bond. You know, that had minor charges, you know, misdemeanors or passing felonies, you know, that they turned back on the street. But in turn, what happened was they ended up releasing people that were ex-convicts that were arrested on blue warrants and told them that the blue warrants had been lifted, and then they put them back out on the streets. And when those folks, there was 39 of them 1 month and 42 2 months following that. And I'm not going to rely on my sources, but it's fact that this happened. They were released, these are ex-convicts that are still on parole, were released back on the street, told that their blue warrants were lifted, that they were free to go. But when they went and reported again for their parole meeting that next month, they were all rearrested again because the blue warrants, in fact, were not lifted. The county just released these people back out into the street to make room for the charges that you were talking about.
I hadn't heard that. That's a pretty hilarious screw up. That's really a county problem. There's a lot of changes that need to be done here, but that's really the county.
And my question is, what do we do about the overcrowding? Like we talked about the new LEC, which is the sheriff's department out there. You know, they spent $6 million on that place out there, and had a place that was only appropriate downtown.
Well, you're speaking my language, but these are county issues. We can go into that for a long time, but setting bonds, but it's not really a city council thing, I don't think. Setting bonds, cutting them loose, not arresting people on low-level charges they don't need to be arrested on. There's a lot of things to be done.
And I wasn't going to say anything to you, that thing's fun.
Did the gentleman with the glasses, did you have a chance to ask a question?
Me?
Yes.
I had a lot of questions built up. I can ask one of the questions I had built up. You guys are okay with that? All right. So just for the mayors, how is your approach to solving the homeless problems going to differ from previous?
Once again, I work closely with the homeless. You know what? We're on the right track. We're definitely on the right track. They've although the ordinance against where homeless people can't sleep on private or public property, both those are still in effect. There are a lot of organizations, grassroots organizations, as well as established organizations. The city has the Home Alone, what's not Home Alone? Coming Home program. They're working closely with people. Amarillo Housing First is just an amazing program that put, I think, 80-something people, 80 families into homes their first year in existence. I think they're going on their third year now. And we're on the right track, but we got to quit criminalizing homelessness. It's not against the law to be homeless, regardless of what they say in Amarillo. It takes love and compassion, and it takes money, and it takes community, it takes volunteers, man. We've got to quit looking at people, any kind of people, race, color, creed, or home statute. Whatever you are, we're all one, man. It's no us versus them. I'll do this as a plug and I'll shut up. I strongly suggest everyone to this in here, if you get a chance, you know, volunteer with Amarillo Housing First. Volunteer with Brown Bag Runs. Volunteer for Code Blue on those cold nights. With that, it'll kill you weather. You can go down to Guyon Saunders, do a couple hours or all night. I know my friend Mr. Rosas at the end. Hi. He volunteers up there, and you volunteered up there. It's a great. I'm real off the face now. Volunteer, help out what you can. I believe it's a community problem. I believe the government can help, and I'll figure that out when you elect me mayor. Thanks.
I mean, what sense does it make to lock someone up who can't afford a place to stay, or give them a ticket and make them pay a couple $100? I mean, change the laws.
Something that was tacky was the Texas Observer 2 weeks ago wrote a piece that said Amarillo, instead of fighting the homeless, has decided to house them. And it was this very pro, like, oh, they're making change, but I felt like it ignored the fact that there's been complaints for years before that, and election season's about to start. So it's like, oh, we need to do, there needs to be something nice before election season, which I felt like kind of undermined all of the fighting people have been doing for years.
We fought them at Christchurch camp. I'll tell you, it wasn't a change of heart. To the best of my understanding, what happened was the city of Amarillo, once again, they are seeking re-election, but also someone who's a new person in charge of COC told them, you know, it's a shame you're fighting that homeless community because you left $1.5 million on the table for MUD, and all of a sudden we have programs to help.
So I think, back to this question, I think you was also
I'm sorry.
you, Claudette, what you
And
would
so,
do.
as mayor, I plan to implement a comprehensive plan that addresses the homeless issue and all of the other things that come along with it. I think that, you know, not only is it an issue of urban blight, it's also a health and safety issue. But at the same time, did you know that 20% of homeless people are veterans? And that really hits home for me. So we need to understand that people are more than eyesores. And we need to address this issue head on and implement a comprehensive plan to address that, the homelessness, and all of the issues that come with it. We can be compassionate yet firm at the same time.
I think a
and get
mental,
this-
mental health program would help.
20
Because
to
as it is
30%.
now, sorry?
20 to 30% have at least one severe
Right.
mental disorder.
But right now, the mental health facility is the county jail. So if you get arrested
Yeah.
because you're crazy,
Well, there's
You sit
many
in
things
jail.
that could be implemented. It would just take feedback from the community and ideas from the groups that are
a
already
judge,
put in place to make those things happen.
a judge rules you incompetent, and you get shipped to Wichita Falls where they force pills down your throat,
Yeah.
and you get sent back to the county where they won't give you your pills, and you get crazy again. Then you go back to Wichita
Right.
Falls where your pills are for.
That's
The system
exactly
doesn't
right.
work.
Either that or you just hang out on the streets
Until they arrest you, then force
Yeah.
pills down your throat, and then send you back to work.
And then during all that time, how much does that cost the county?
And it does no good.